It's Friday, and that means it's time for Fit Friday, and our fitness trainer, Michaela Bumgarner, is joining us this morning with some great exercises you can do to get in shape. This time of the year, a lot of folks are getting sick, things are happening, and we can't get our workout into a regular routine.
That's right, and it's really important to stay consistent with your workouts. That is the key. And I have a lot of women that come to me, even men that say, not getting the results that I want. And I'll say, how many days a week are you working out? Well, I try for 2. I really try for 3, but I get 2 in. Well, the key is staying consistent. You know, if you have a couple of days where you're sick, get up and do it all over again. It's really, really important that you really stick with that. Don't work out necessarily while you're sick, but come back to it as soon as you get feeling better.
And now that we're into February, a lot of folks have dropped out of the gym already.
And that's the way it always happens, but that's okay. It's not. You don't have to wait for January to roll around again to come back. You know, I love seeing new faces walk into my classes that I teach. You know, and it's always inspiring to have somebody new come in and watch them start shaping into the shape that their goal is.
All right, let's talk about a few exercises we can do, and we're using the band today.
Right.
And this is easy, cheap. You can find it anywhere.
You can find it. You can find it at the gas station. I've seen them at the gas station for about $14.99, I think, and that's the most expensive you can find it. You can find it at Dick's. You can find it at TJ Maxx. You can find it at any of the stores that sell any kind of physical training equipment.
All right.
So what we're going to do first is we're going to do a lower body exercise. And anytime you do lunges, it's a great exercise for almost the entire leg. It's great for the glutes, hamstrings, quads. And so we're going to go ahead and place our front foot in there. Make sure that you have it right about in the middle of your foot.
All right.
And then you're going to come down. Go ahead and place your hands up over your shoulders.
All right.
Go ahead and take them down to your ears.
Okay.
And you're going to reach that back foot back a little bit farther. Okay, all the weight stays on the heel anytime you're doing a lunge. You don't lean back on the lunge. Okay, you're leaning forward over that. You don't let the knee go past the toe, but all the weight's on that front heel. And so go ahead and come down for that lunge, and when you come up, push the palms up.
Now this is not easy.
Push the palms up.
And these bands can be, this one's a pretty tight resistance band.
They're actually color-coded, and the red one is a little bit harder than the green one.
Okay.
And so if you have a green one, that's going to be your easiest bet. And you can always make the green one harder. And then you'll want to change feet, and you'll probably want to do, if you're just starting out with these, make sure you don't lean back, lean over that front leg without pushing your knee forward. Lunges are a fine art, and most people don't realize that. But they're a fine art, and if you have all the weight on that front heel, the toe lifted up, you're really going to isolate that hamstring and the glute and still work a little bit of the quad, but you're really going to get some good results with that. Lean forward just a little bit. Good. Okay, so you'll want to do, if you're just starting out, you'll probably want to do 3 sets of 10 on each leg. Maybe only 2 sets. Lunges will really get you sore.
You can feel
it. That also is going to be working your upper body. It's going to be working your shoulders, your biceps, your triceps, your back. You know, it's almost a total body workout, especially with the band.
Which is good news.
Right. And so now we're going to go ahead and move to some upper body since we did a lot of leg. And this is going to be one of the quick workouts in case you're having a I'm late for work kind of day. This is going to be really good for that sort of thing. So go ahead and plant your 1 or 2 feet. And the more feet you have on this band, the more resistance you're going to get.
The harder it is.
Yes, the harder it gets. So go ahead and stand up nice and tall. Make sure your abs are in nice and tight. Shoulders are back. Your ears, shoulders, and hips are all in one line.
All right.
And then you're going to go ahead and do the bicep curl right to the front, keeping the elbows tucked into the sides.
Okay.
That's right. And make sure when you come down, if you notice, especially you, and you're doing a fantastic job, you'll want to come almost all the way down, but not completely. So you'll want to even come down just a little bit farther. You want to keep a constant contraction in your bicep without releasing it completely.
Okay.
And then you can go to the wide.
And that works a different muscle or the same muscle?
Well, it works some different muscles in there also. It just isolates a different area of the bicep. You can do wide, you can do front, bicep curls. And then you could probably do 3 sets of 15, especially if you're just starting out. You might want to go 3 sets of 10.
And you'll feel it.
Yes,
it won't
and it
take
just
long.
depends on and it depends on what kind of resistance you have, how many feet you've placed on there, and you can tell. And listen to your body. That's a really important key, is listening to your body.
But do a little bit longer than you think you want to quit. Try to go 1 more.
I tell people, go past, now when you're first starting out, just try it out for the first couple of workouts. But push yourself past that uncomfortable phase. Now, if you're hurting, if your joints are screaming at you, stop. There's other ways of doing the exercise. There's always some kind of alternative move. However, push yourself past that uncomfortable phase that you start going through when you're lifting weights. That's why I encourage people to come to classes, because that instructor can usually push you past that point. If you're working out by yourself, it's not quite as easy
to do that.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and work the triceps.
Okay.
So go ahead and plant your foot on the band. Make sure you have a good heel plant on that band, because it'll come up and slap you in the face, and I promise it hurts. Not that I know. Okay, so you're going to hook your thumbs into the band.
Okay.
Okay, just the thumbs, and that puts equal pressure on both arms.
All right.
I want your elbows to come in, chin up, so you can breathe, open airway. All right, elbows stay tucked in, and go ahead and push up and back down. Abs are nice and tight. Looks good. Push up, keeping those elbows tucked in. And I always encourage, and I've said this before on the show, to keep a mirror in front of you, because form is another key principle to working out.
And this is easy for you just to slouch over and not do it exactly right.
And I want you to just down and push up, down and push up.
Some great exercises you can do with the band. And if you have any questions, you can always email Michaela. If you just need some encouragement because you're not sure how to get started, or you're having trouble getting started, give her a call. Or if you have a question, she can answer that too. You can find her on finallyfit@comcast.net or 227-5436. Expert fitness advice for free. So go ahead and contact her at finallyfit@comcast.net. Thanks for joining us, Michaela.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. We're going to stay tuned, and we'll be right back. This is WDEF News 12 This Morning.